What's up, co-reporters, and welcome back to my channel. TikTok superstar Bobbi Althoff is officially being divorced by her husband, Corey, and it's got the whole internet wondering if Drake, by chance, might have anything to do with it, because don't forget, her husband, in the divorce documents, filed their separation and irreconcilable differences. He claims that they started in July, which just so happens to be when Bobbi and Drake filmed that infamous interview in a bed together. Okay. Well, of course, everybody's wondering, did Drake and Bobbi hook up? Is that why her husband's leaving her? But no, alas, that is not the case. The husband doesn't claim that any kind of cheating went on in their relationship. And now sources are speaking out about the relationship between Bobbi and Drake and why she had to delete that major video that they shot together. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Grace Report. If you haven't already, please do make sure to subscribe to my channel for consistent pop culture videos. So guys, let's get into it. Shout out to TMZ for the juice, because they're saying that the reason why Bobbi and Drake ultimately wound up falling out actually had to do with a concert. Not just any concert, you guys, but the Drake concert. They're saying that after shooting that infamous interview together, Drake invited Bobbi to go to one of his concerts, and she went. But the problem is that he only offered her general admission tickets. And Bobbi apparently felt as though she was above GA. She wanted to be in VIP with Drake's celebrity friends. And so she let it be known to Drake that she was upset. And her video, do you guys remember that video that she shot, like in character, sulking at his concert while everybody around her was like super hyped up and everything? Some people thought it was weird. Other people said, hey, there's nothing off about this. It's all part of her bit, right? To be someone who is unimpressed at all times. But no, it turns out that she was serious in this video and that she was a sourpuss the entire night. And so, according to TMZ sources, Bobbi actually posted this video in bad faith in order to show just how pissed off she was about not being able to have VIP seats for Drake's concert. And she got a lot of backlash for it immediately. So she took the clip down pretty much immediately. But that's not before we found out some other tea about what went down. According to sources, Bobbi tried to get backstage at the Drake concert, and she was shut down by his security team. They refused to let her backstage. And she kept on texting him and messaging him about how pissed off she was about being in general admission, even though these appear to be floor seats. She was still pissed, and she was messaging him while he was performing. And that's essentially what pissed Drake off and went, you know what? Girl, you're a weirdo. You're entitled. You're not even that funny. Leave me alone. We're no longer cool. So obviously we know that Bobbi took down this video of herself sulking at Drake's concert because the general public found it to be rather lame. But that ultimately is said to be the reason why she also wound up deleting this iconic in-bed interview with Drake as well. I guess his team decided to, shake her up or something about this video. I don't know, but it's all part of their falling out. And I call it an iconic video because I think that that is what really allowed her to blow up in the mainstream outside of the Mark Cuban thing, because Mark Cuban is all well, fun, dandy and everything. And I do like him. I'm not shading him, but he doesn't have the mass appeal that Drake has. And the cool factor that Drake has to some people, Drake doesn't have a cool factor to me, y'all. Let me make that clear. But he has that to a lot of people. Okay. So this was something that really allowed her to get the interview with what's the name of that man that cheats on Cardi B and she's married to him? The interview with him, Offset and whatnot. So I don't think that this is something that she would have deleted on her own. I think that Drake's team got her. The internet was saying for a while that Drake's team was really, really okay, we're going to make sure that we edit it in a way we like, and we're going to put this song that we can use to get you blocked when we feel like it. And so he might have played that card to have her delete it, or maybe she deleted it out of her own kind of anger about the dissolution of their friendship. I don't know the details about it, but that is just what the source is saying led to the two of them ultimately falling out. Drake offering Bobby amazing seats to his concert floor. And Bobby not being happy with it. She wanted to mingle in VIP with actual celebrities, and she just blew up his phone the same night while he was performing. And then she tried to march her way into VIP without permission. Bobby girl, it is not looking too good for you. It looked like she got a little bit too comfortable too quickly with Drake. At the end of the day, Bobby is a TikTok influencer, which I don't say in a derogatory way. I think it's a wonderful thing. And I think a lot of TikTok influencers cross over into the mainstream. We saw Bobby start crossing over into the mainstream, but she just doesn't have the skill needed to really sustain this bit that she wants to put forth. She's not a Z-Way. She's not an Amelia from the chicken shop. She's someone who just has this one thing that she got kind of lucky on, to be honest with you. I remember her before she started doing these celebrity interviews as like this girl who would joke about having two daughters named Concrete and Richard, which are beautiful names, I gotta say. I love those names. I thought it was funny. I thought it was hilarious. But this whole celebrity thing and acting like you're so unimpressed by them, it got old very quickly and people just weren't feeling it. And then speaking of people who weren't feeling it, her husband, Corey, is one of those people. So his motivation, now that we know that Bobby and Drake allegedly didn't hook up, his motivation for divorcing Bobby, leaving her as a 26-year-old divorced single mother of two children, is that, well, you know what? She's getting famous and I don't want to be famous. I want to live like a laid back kind of quiet life. And so that's it. I'm sorry, but I don't find that to be a good enough reason to divorce, to be honest with you, especially when you got a 3-year-old child and a 1-year-old child. Like, it's ridiculous. I'm sorry, because this guy was not walking red carpets with Bobby or anything like that. Like, and he, out of his own volition, was appearing in certain TikToks before she got the celebrity gig, and then he stopped appearing. So it doesn't feel like her social media thing, which in my opinion is not even really all that sustainable because like I said, she's not getting improv training. She's not honing her craft or anything like that. So it was kind of like, is that the expression of flash in the pan where you go up and then you kind of like ride things out and you're not as big of a sensation anymore? Like he was safe. Like she was not going to be the next Dixie or Charlie D'Amelio or whatever. She was just going to be like a chill girl who runs a podcast, and nobody's going to be really worried about her life or anything like that because she is too busy talking about celebrities. So to be honest with you, I'm not sure that I 100% buy Corey's reason for divorcing her and breaking up their home. I don't think that this is a good reason to divorce when you've got two kids together. You guys get along well and everything, apparently, but she is social media famous and you don't like that. So you're going to divorce her? I'm sorry, but it's insane to me. Like, I can't. I really can't. This poor girl, she's 26 years old. Okay. And now she's going through a divorce and she's about to be a single mom of two kids because her husband didn't like that she was taking off on TikTok and podcasts. I don't get it. I feel like there's something more. And when I say that, it doesn't necessarily mean that I am alluding to the idea that she might have cheated with Drake or anything like that. No, I'm just saying I feel like there's something more. Is he jealous of her success? I don't know. I really don't know. Is he one of those guys that doesn't want a woman to make her own money and like he wants her to be under his thumb? Maybe that's what it is. But I don't think that there is a healthy explanation for this divorce that involves just, hey, she is becoming more known on social media and I don't like it. So I'm peace out. I'm sorry, but I feel like there's more to the story than this. And Bobby, by the way, she sounded absolutely devastated and heartbroken when she addressed the news on her own social media pages. She talked about how she would always love him. And it really felt like it was a him decision. And we already know that it's a him decision as well, because he is ultimately the one who wound up pulling the plug, right? He's the one who marched himself to the courtroom and everything like that. But still, I can't. Anyway, guys, I'm pulling up the statement that she made on her page. So she posted a photo of the two of them when they got engaged on her TikTok. And it says, as most of you have heard, Corey and I have filed for divorce. As sad as I am right now, I am so thankful for the time I got to be his wife. Our kids are so lucky to have him as a father, and I am so lucky to be able to co-parent with such an incredible father and person. While our relationship did not work out as husband and wife, we will always be friends and I will always love him. Listen, how long were these two people married for? 2 years? 2 years, two kids, and you're out of here because she's succeeding at her social media thing. Like, I'm sorry, you guys, it doesn't make sense. I feel like there's something more, and they're just trying to save face because now she is a public figure. But anyway, I think the juicier news coming out of the separation is the intel as to why Drake does not F with Bobbi anymore. Do you think he was well within reason to cut her off as a friend? I personally do. I think it's quite disrespectful to spit in the face of someone who offered you a fantastic gift. Tickets to Drake concerts are hard to come by, especially floor seats the way you got. And so you don't just diss the person while they're working and harass them with text messages and then try to stomp your way backstage like you're entitled to. That would turn me off as well, you guys. I gotta be honest with you guys about that. I really don't like that either. And something else that the source is saying is that Bobbi was lying on Keke Palmer's podcast. Keke Palmer asked her if she and Drake have been speaking recently or anything like that, like if they're on decent terms. Bobbi claims they are on decent terms and that they have spoken recently, but sources close to Drake are also telling TMZ that the lie detector test determined that was a lie. Drake has absolutely no contact with Bobbi. Oh, Lord, guys, this is messy. I wasn't expecting it. To be honest with you, I was expecting to hear that they actually did clap them cheeks in them sheets after the microphones went away. But anyway, if you enjoyed this video, do make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel so you don't miss out on any more pop culture and celebrity news. That's all for now, guys. Bye. Make sure to let me know what you think in the comment section.